Russell Westbrook did team up with Paul George to do something that hadn't happened in over 35 years. Both players had at least 40 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. The first time teammates did that since December of '83, when teammates from each team in the Wild, Nuggets, Pistons triple overtime game did it. Legler was probably here breaking down film of that back then in between playing. 25 of Paul George's 45 points came in the fourth quarter. Break down his remarkable day.
Yeah, I think he slid into second for MVP voting for me, and it's been going on all year. But last night was special. I'm going to jump right into this because I want you to see some of the things that he did to help win this game. Now, anytime they get in a tight spot here, they're down by 3 minutes and a half to go. They like to run this. It's one of their pet sets. It's a slip pick and roll with Westbrook. 2 guards in the pick and roll, but he doesn't really set it. He fakes it and comes over here. Why is that fake important? Because when Westbrook comes over, if you don't feel the screen as a defender, you don't know when to switch. So Donovan Mitchell ends up staying with the ball, but Ingles is going to jump out here. So you can see the space that's going to create. It's a slip pick and roll. He comes, and now on the ball fake to try to make up space to get back, look at the space he creates. Mitchell flies by, squares it up. Huge shot, ties the game, minute and a half to go. Now, I showed you that one because it sets this up. Now, Westbrook's out of the game. They run the same set, just different guys involved. It's the exact same play. This time, it's Schroeder who's going to fake it and come over here. It's even more effective now because this is Paul George with the ball. Well, there's no way Ingles is going to leave him prematurely. So again, you get 2 defenders jumping out here, which is going to lead to this first pass. Now take a look at the weak side. On that pass, you got Mitchell has no choice but to recover. The guy that was in the trap is Ricky Rubio. How in the world is he going to get over here to the corner to Nader? He can't do it. Again, down 1, they go to this same set. This time, great players occupy multiple people. Paul George takes on 2. And let's look at that last one more time. They decide not to go to timeout. Starts to go once. Changes his mind. Look at this space. I just still can't believe it. I've seen it about 5 times. How does he get through there? They don't force this kick out to a guy that had a really rough night shooting, so the Jazz make a mistake there. So instead, Paul George gets through there, but then watch this. Let's go up here. This is Rudy Gobert. I mean, he is as high as he can possibly go, and Paul George still goes over the top of that. The floater, the touch, he said afterwards, I knew that if I missed it, Steven Adams could clean that up and tip it in. I don't know if he processed that. He just knew he had to get that shot off exactly when he did, because Gobert, who had already had a number of plays at the rim, is going to tip that, and the game is over.
I'm sorry, you said he slid into second on your MVP. Who's first?
Giannis Antetokounmpo, I think #1. Best record in the league. You got to give it to him right now. But Paul George doing it on both ends. That's why I've now edged him ahead of Harden. The plays he makes defensively, he might be the defensive player of the year.
He had his 7th 40-point game of the season. He had 8 in his entire career prior to that.